Hey guys, what's going on? It's Way Back Wednesday. Coach Anthony here with the Way of Life Boot Camp. Check that link below. And I was just kind of looking back and reminiscing because it is Way Back Wednesday. I think they got Toss Back Tuesday and they got Throwback Thursday. Yeah, they do. So this is a picture of my son. This is actually 13 years ago. And here's my kids, Isaiah and Alexis, right here. All right, this has got to be about, I don't know. It got to be about 4 or 5 at that time. And I was reminiscing on all the change that has happened. And I was just kind of thinking about why I changed, my reason why. I firmly believe that you have to change yourself first, and it has to be for you to be able to get to where you want to get as far as making a change. But then also, too, you can use other motivations to get it back to that change for yourself, right? And so my kids were definitely motivation. My son was born in 2004, and at that time, I had already had a pretty good history of alcohol and drugs. I started with alcohol about 15 years old, and that opened up a pathway of drugs. And I'll tell you what, I mean, just a life of peril, of sadness, the relationships that I lost because of the alcohol and drugs. And understand this was my choice. The people that I chose to hang around, that was my choice. And the drugs and alcohol almost killed me. I got stabbed on actually 2 different occasions. One time in the stomach, one time in the leg, and then another time in the arm. Been shot at once by a double-barrel shotgun. And it's all alcohol and drugs. I've, jumped people, beat people up. I've gotten beat up. And I'm not proud of these things. But what I am proud of is, the forgiveness that I had for myself that was critical as I went through this process. I looked at the ugliness that I caused, and still not perfect today. On the other hand, I looked at that and I was able to constantly forgive myself. Some days were harder than others, but I'll tell you what, a big part of that fuel was, looking down at my kids, my son Isaiah and Alexis, and when no one else really believed in me, other than a few people, I know they did because they had that innocent love and just looking in my son's eyes. And so I didn't change until about 3 or 4 years into when Isaiah was born. From 2004, about 2006, 2007, I started to make that change. And I'm thankful for it. And so for you, what's your motivation for that change? Yeah, you may not be a drug addict, alcoholic. You may be a gluttonist. You may not know how to lose weight. You sit up late at night and you're tearing and crying. You've got everything that you want, but yet you can't tackle this one part of you, this one monster. We all have a monster that's inside. Some of us have more monsters than other, and we have to figure out a way to get past those and get by those. And I believe one of them is critical, forgiving yourself on a constant basis and having that unconditional love for yourself. And then having motivations that are there for you, whether it's your kids, whether it's your dog, cat, whether it's getting back into school, or it has to do with work. Whatever it is, finding those motivations and using those to help get you through those rough spots that have been created by you because you chose that situation, right? So this is Coach Anthony with the Way of Life Boot Camp. Check the link down below. You have a great day.